So let's talk about the freestanding handstand push-up. Now, obviously most people's goal is just to kick up to a freestanding handstand in the middle of the room, hold with control, come all the way down, kiss the head to the floor, and then come back up again and still hold control at the top for either doing more repetitions or to do other skills. Now, unfortunately, it takes loads and loads of time and repetitions to learn to be able to balance the handstand, not only in that straight position at the start and at the finish of the movement, but while you're transitioning all the way down, changing direction at the bottom and coming back up again. So today, me and Rosie are going to take you through some ideas on how you can start to work that freestanding version, even if you can't hold a strong freestanding handstand yet. Now, obviously, we have the wall option, so we could do the chest to wall progressions that gives us the strength and supposedly like a handstand-like position where we go up and down, and it can look like the real thing, but unfortunately, because we're leaning against the wall, it's a little bit false. In terms of the freestanding version, you definitely need to be doing some work away from the wall to unlock that full freestanding version. Now, if you're training the strength for freestanding handstand push-ups, I'd definitely recommend that you do the chest to wall version. I wouldn't normally program the back to wall version unless somebody's working towards a CrossFit competition where they use the back to wall version all the time. So I'd definitely do that, obviously, if you're gonna do that. But if your goal is to get a freestanding handstand push-up, I wouldn't do the back to wall one where you slide your feet up and down or use that kipping motion to get back up. But you can use the back to wall version to help you with balance. Now, the way to do this is use the heel pull method. So I kick up, I use the fingertips to pull the heels from the wall, and then I start to come down. And if I need to, I can use this toe to balance me, head touches the floor, and then come back up again. And just use that lightly for a balance point of view, not for a sliding, leaning on the wall point of view. Now, this is probably my favorite version of using a slight assistance for your freestanding version, but it can be a little bit sketchy. So just be careful with this one. You need an anchor point of some sort that you trust that you can pull on. You can use a band. You could use your foot in the ring. What also works is those TRX handles that have more of a material loop on them that you can put your foot in. But I would only put one foot in. You could put both feet in. This will make sense when I show it, but I'd only do one foot. So I'm putting the foot in now. I'm walking backwards. Let's turn the hat around, make sure that's out of the way. So I could put the other foot in now and I push up to handstand, but the danger point there is if I come back down, I've got nowhere to put my feet or I can't get my feet out of the loop. So I come into that position. So I'm leaning on the band just enough to find some balance. And then I'm going to come down, mimic the handstand push-up. Make sure it still looks like the handstand push-up. Come back up. Try and hold the handstand at the top. If I need to, I can use the band to help for balance. And then I can do another rep. Same thing. So we do have to be careful. There's potential that I go that way. There's potential that I could go to the sides. That we have to be careful that I have an exit strategy. And obviously metal posts might not be your best option. So you definitely have a lot of control. But if you're working up towards freestanding handstand push-ups, you should be at that level anyway. So I could replace that elastic band with the ring, do exactly the same. The ring I need to keep a little bit more pressure on all the time. I can change the length of the strap. So that will obviously make things easier or harder. And then I can keep that tension. Didn't turn the hat around, that was silly. But I got to do that same thing there. And come out with style. So let me know your thoughts on these ones. Let me know if you have any other ideas on how you can mimic the freestanding handstand push-up even if you don't have a freestanding handstand. Let me know if you have any questions, and me and Rosie will speak to you next time. Thanks, guys.